What's going on, everybody? This is Al from NCAA 06 Revival. And in the last video, I went over sort of what I plan on doing with my future Dynasty and all that good stuff. And if you haven't checked out the video, I suggest you do so. And the main gist of that was I wanted to run the pure run and shoot. And I didn't really decide what team I wanted to pick at the time. Well, somebody on YouTube, and speaking of that, thank you to all of you who put something in the comment section about kind of what you wanted to see, so on and so forth. But one of you suggested just to go with Hawaii. And I never really gave that much thought, but in that video, I mentioned of how I would be more stats-oriented, like I'd pay a little more attention to it. And with the run and shoot, I'm obviously going to throw a lot, and I was trying to maybe shoot for maybe breaking some passing records. Well, what better challenge would there be than taking over as Hawaii's head coach, trying to beat Timmy Chang's records, which up to 2005, he had all the records. So imagine being at the same school and trying to break his own. On top of that, I've just decided to go with Hawaii. They're not very good. In this game, they have them as a 3-star program. And the only reason why they're 3 stars because if you notice on the screen, the previous season they were 8-5. Well, that was Timmy Chang's senior season. He graduated and he took a bunch of guys with him. And the current roster is just not very good. But at least I have the bodies in place at quarterback and receiver to run the pure run and shoot. And I'm going to do the June Jones variety. And I'm going to pretend that since Hawaii had such a good season in 04, June Jones took a better job somewhere else. And being one of his few disciples, I'm going to stick with the run and shoot and see what I can make out of this. So I'm going to be Hawaii, but I'm also going to stick with them for as long as I possibly can. I'm going to try to turn Hawaii into a national powerhouse, just like I done with Central Florida. Except this time it's going to be much harder. Recruiting is going to be really hard because I'm going to have to spend a whole lot more points than usual. On top of, there's not going to be hardly any talent come out of the state of Hawaii. But it will be a lot of fun. They got a big stadium. They got cool uniforms. It's just a good setup for what I want to do. So let's see if we can turn Hawaii into a perennial powerhouse using nothing strictly but the run and shoot offense. So with that being said, let's get right at it. This is the preseason video of the first season. Let me edit the coach, get this out of the way. So I'm going to go with my name and all the other good stuff. Let's go light blonde. I got to go with the mullet. And we'll go young 1 and no small and okay. We'll go here. Unsaved rosters will be lost. Would you like to save now? No. Yes, begin Dynasty. I was fooling around with some rosters earlier, and for some reason it wanted me to save when I didn't change anything. So I'm super excited about this. You're going to see the pure run and shoot. The run and shoot concepts out of the shotgun, and I'll show the playbook here in a minute, are the closest thing that you'll get to the real offense. So should be a lot of fun watching me sling the ball around, and hopefully you guys can pick up a thing or two. We'll check out the roster and all that other good stuff. But okay, let's go to coach options. Hawaii spread 4-3, 80% pass. Even though run and shoot, I mean, you're meant to run the ball as well. You're going to be throwing a ton out of it because the offense will do whatever it takes for you to not run the ball. Aggressive, that's fine by me. We'll go defense. I'll do 50-50. This part really don't matter too much because I don't simulate the games, but I tinker with it anyways. We'll take the recruiting and discipline assistance off. Look at the report card. Let's see. Beat Fresno State, beat USC. I'll just check the schedule. I'm going to play one really tough non-conference team, and then the rest, just the normal. Since I'm a 3-star and I really work myself on up, it's quite possible I could get Hawaii into the Pac-10 like in a couple years. We'll see if I can do that. I don't know if I can that quickly. But we'll find out since they already had me at a 3-star program prestige. Let's go to preseason options. We'll do custom schedules at Michigan State. I really don't want to play USC off the bat. Let me change this to a local-ish, a West Coast school. Wyoming. Wyoming's pretty tough. We'll play them right off the bat. That'll be a tough game. And this game, I want to be the real hard one. We'll go on the road and take on Florida State, Florida, Boston College. Arizona State's a possibility. They're West Coast-ish. Let me find if there's another ranked West Coast team. Oklahoma, Purdue, Pitt, Texas Tech. Okay, so that's what we'll go with. We'll go with Arizona State as our big tough road game. Away. Okay. Home. See, I got Boise State up close too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wisconsin? What in the world? Why am I playing them that early? So I got several open dates. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 12 teams on here. I wonder if I can get rid of one. I don't need to play 12. I'd rather just play 11. I'm just going all the way up here. Yeah, that's an open. I wonder if this is an open. Yeah, this is an open. I'll get rid of this one. And I'll play San Diego State. They're pretty tough. All the way here, we'll do open, 2 open dates. And we'll leave it at that. That's fine. That's a kind of a goofy schedule to me, but I got 6 home and 5 away. All of them are local-ish. And that's what we'll go with. A C strength of schedule is actually pretty good for the conference I'm in. That's a tough slate. Hopefully I can get to a bowl game. Like I said, the cupboard is bare. We'll look at the roster here in a minute. So we'll just keep that. Now let's go to red shirts. You'll notice right off the bat, I got 61 total players, and I'm going to lose 22 of them at the end of the season. Needless to say, on top of this roster isn't very good, I'm going to have to put a whole lot into recruiting just because, and I don't know of this for sure. We'll find out once we get into the off-season, but I'm quite positive I'm going to have to spend a ton of points just to recruit California and Oregon and Washington and the Pacific Coast states that I'll go after. I'm thinking they'll charge me a whole lot just to recruit those kids. So we'll see how that goes. But Colt Brennan, speaking of that, I had a question if Colt Brennan was in this game, and he is. I wanted to change his number, but it wouldn't let me. I wanted to change it to 15. I couldn't do it in the office. Somebody else on the team's got 15, so I'm going to leave it at 12. But as you can tell, he's not very good in this game, so I don't know if he'll ever play for me. I'd like to think I could recruit over him in the next couple seasons, but we'll see. Halfback, this Nate Iola, that's an ideal running back for my run and shoot. It's a super back. Strong, not very fast, but I need somebody who can pass block and break tackles every now and then. So that's the type of running back I'm going to go after. I'm going to redshirt him just because for depth for next year. I don't need both. Junior, I'll redshirt him, and I'll leave this guy right here. See, that's another guy. Look, 5'11", 215. Okay, that's good there. Fullback, he's a freshman, so I don't have to do anything with fullbacks for a while. Sophomore, see, I have the bodies at receiver. I got plenty of them. I got like 9 of them. Problem is none of them are very good except for these top 2 right here. Dickerson and Ferguson. So the rest of it's just hope for the best. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to take another one off. Let me. I'll go here. I'll just redshirt those 2. I like to have at least 6 at all times. Tight end. I'm not worried about that. 4, 2. A junior and a senior. I guess these guys are senior, sophomore. I'll redshirt those 2 guys. Defensive tackle. I like to redshirt one of them, but I like to have the depth as well, so I don't think I'll redshirt there. I can't redshirt there. I could redshirt here. He's a senior. I'll have him back up for me next year. So I'm 70 and 68. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. 80, 76, then it goes down here real quick. I'm still going to redshirt a couple of these. You know me, with my quarters coverage, I don't have to go out above 4-3 and nickel. That's kind of it. So I don't need a whole lot of depth there unless they get injuries tacked on. I can redshirt this strong safety. We got two senior strong safeties. I want to redshirt him. I was surprised it's letting me for depth purposes. Just got to hope the Manners doesn't get hurt. Otherwise, I'll have to burn Kafenta's, however you say his name, his red shirt. Kicker, we're all good there. Okay, so I'm removing those red shirts. Now we'll go to rosters. Then we'll go to playbooks after that. Depth chart. Come on. Okay. 80, 74, 72. Let me just look. My starter, Akina, 86 and 82, that's pretty good. And we got 86, 80, then 89, 78. I'll keep it as such for now. Akina, Rode, and Rolovich. 76, 70, and 65. Let me just make sure I'm not missing out on anybody. I feel okay about that. See, a lot of these guys aren't very fast, but they're pretty strong. Again, that's the type of running back I want. A power back. You look at the tendency there. Fullback, we'll leave it as is. Receivers, I don't have to do anything weird with a run-and-shoot offense. Going 4 wide. I want my best top to bottom. So 80, 76. I think I got a couple 68 guys. Here, Weems. So let me just look at these real quick. 3 and 4. I mean, these guys are my starters anyways. 1 through 4 will always start. Awareness. I want to put Sample as my 3 guy. My left slot, my right slot, and the backups. We'll do Mock here since he's got better awareness. Tight end. Don't have to worry about that. 80, 59. 80, 65, 84, 68, 80, 65, and 78, 59. That's a pretty good starting offensive line. I'm sure they're pretty senior laying, though. There's 1, 2, just 2 seniors. Okay, not bad. Hopefully they can stay healthy because what's behind them is non-existent. Defensive end, 82 and 74, 74, 68. Just nothing really special there. I do have an impact guy. He's not very fast. He's got some size to him, though. Defensive tackle. Let me just make sure there's no... I'm not missing anybody. I'm okay with that. Outside linebacker, 70, 65, 76, 68, 74, 68. I'm okay with all that. Corner, 80, 76, 68. Let me see. I'm sure there's a couple corners down here. Yeah, 59. It gets slim pickings after that. So, okay, I'm okay with that there. 84, 68, and then 87. Broadway can do either or. No, he's 56 overall. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I may put one of these backup corners. Let's just say, let's hope Manners doesn't get in trouble. And I won't be playing a whole lot of my second string much because of that alone. We'll have to... I don't know what I'm going to do there. Kicker's fine. Punter, that looks okay. I don't know how much speed I have on this team. We'll do Ferguson just because he's got the speed and he can catch. Patton. I want to do receivers just because these guys can catch a little bit better. So we'll go Ferguson, Grice Mill, and Sample. So Ferguson and Sample. I'm okay with that there. Kicker, that's okay. Center, I don't mind the backup being my long snapper. Okay, now let's go to view and edit rosters, and we can go here, and we can pick our team captains. Let's see, this center looks like a team captain. Who's our defensive captain here? 76. It's all based off awareness and seniority. Look at my line. My line is what's going to keep me healthy this year, hopefully. Peters. He's my other. So, yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay, program standards. I wonder where we're at. NCAA's got some interest on me, but I'm just going to have to use my points and try to bring that down. Thankfully, your first season, they give you a ton of points to play with, so I can over-discipline this first season. Let's go to Athlon Sports, the magazine. Preseason polls. I'm sure I'm all the way down here. I think I'm in the 80s or something. It C's across the board. I do remember looking at that. Yeah, C+, C, C+, and B for special teams. Yeah, I just don't have a whole lot to work with, but I still think I could compete in the conference. Heisman Watch, nothing to really see here. Matt Leinart, AP, Reggie Bush, Vince Young, Ted Ginn Jr., preseason All-Americans, I'm quite positive I won't have anybody on here. We'll look at the preseason All-Conference teams and see if I have anybody. I'm sure I will. I'm in the WAC. Let's see. First team, nobody. Second team, Dickerson. My guess is my quarterbacks and receivers, they're going to be on some lists every year while I'm doing this dynasty. I'm just going to throw that much. And my linemen. I'm here to tell you, my line's going to be my strength this year. Conference outlook, my guess is I'm 5th. So I'm in the middle of the road here, middle of the pack of the conference. Fresno State was good back in the day, Nevada, La Tech. But Boise State, unreal, really good ball team. So they'll be my toughest opponent for the foreseeable future while I'm in the WAC. Hopefully I can beat them sooner rather than later. Okay, let's do the recruiting. I didn't really make any notes to see kind of what I need and what I don't. Tight end, I know I just need one, but I'm not going to waste it on any of them. Receiver, I know I need some quarterback talent. Running back, maybe not so much. But look at my defense. I need some guys on defense badly. So let's look at my pipeline states. I have no clue what they would be. My guess, California is one. So we're going to recruit California as about as heavy as any of them. My guess, Oregon and Washington. There's Hawaii. Yeah, there's about 5 guys there that I can go after. I may go after all 5. I think I'm at liberty to go after 4-star kids. If they're in my state and it just being Hawaii, I see no reason in not doing that. So what I am going to do is definitely go after him. Defensive tackle, go out. He's a 4-star. I'm going to take a chance. Strong safety, most definitely. Braylon Bobo. That's a good name in and of itself. We'll go after him. And I need some corner help, don't I? 5'11", 180, 3-star. I'm going to go after him anyways just because he's an in-state kid. These guys are going to be hard to come by anyways. All right, let's look at the rest of the states here. Let's go. Is Oregon a pipeline? No, it's not. Is Washington a pipeline? Texas is a pipeline. That's kind of weird. I don't know if I really want to recruit Texas. I don't know how I'm going to approach recruiting with this thing. I would say I would just recruit local states, but I have no local states. I mean, I'm so far away from everybody. So I don't know how I'm going to handle that, but Texas just sounds weird to me going after kids from over there. I don't know. Washington's not one. So it's California and Texas. That's just weird. What about Canada? Nobody in Canada. Of course, Canada's not going to offer you a whole lot. So let's go to California. Let's just look here. Receiver. Quarterback. There's a 3-star kid. He's big. Maybe he can throw him. I'll take a chance on him. Even though I'm not real big on going after quarterbacks in the regular season. Let's see. I need to go after the strongest running backs I can find, but it's not a big need right now. Receivers, there's literally just one 3-star guy. He's fast. He's tall. He's weak as sauce. but I wouldn't mind having a body there. So I'm going to take a flyer on him. I'm not going to go after a tight end. I'm not going to use him. Center. Okay, tackles 4, 3, and 1. I'd like to go after 640. This guy's pretty big. He's strong, stronger than the rest of the 3-star guys. I'll go after him. Center. I got 3 centers I can go after. Let me take this one off. I need to go after needs first, and I'm running out of scholarships. I'll go after one of these 2 guys. Doesn't seem to matter which one. I'm going to go after this guy because he has a better name. Bruce Concepcion. Defensive end, defensive tackle. Outside linebacker's kind of thin. 3-star, he's really slow. He looks like a decent defensive end, though. 6'4", 235. He's got the body for it. But I'm not going to waste an in-season scholarship on him. I've done the middle linebacker thing. Corner. I went after that one kid in-state. Free safety. These are all 4-star guys. And that's it for that. Now I got 4 scholarships, so let me go back to that tackle. This one right here. I got 3 left. Now it's up to me whether I want to recruit Washington or Oregon. Because it just don't make a whole lot of sense to go after Texas kids. Maybe they have a bunch of Texas kids. I don't know. Let's go right here. See, there's a lot of talent in Washington. It's, I mean, pretty decent amount. So I'm going to go after Washington. Oregon's kind of slim. They only have like 4 or 5. So let's see if I can get lucky at Washington. Receiver, tight end, no. Tackle. Defensive end, defensive tackle. Already went after that one. Outside linebacker, 4-star. No, I'm not going to do it. Free safety, 3-star. He's smart, not very fast, and he's not tall. I probably just need the bodies, don't I? Yeah, I need bodies in general. So let me just go after him. He may not be my starter. I may be able to find somebody better in the offseason. Let's look at Oregon real quick. I know they had, I think, just 5 guys. 3, that's it. Man, that's slim pickings. I guess those other 2 scholarships, I can go after Texas kids. I'm going to have to go back and check the roster. I can go after Arizona or... Maybe I'm a national recruiting program. I just don't know. I don't know how to really go about doing that or how to attack it. Outside linebacker, 4 stars. Let's look at their free safeties. Nothing there. Okay. Let's go to Arizona. 3-star kid, 6'1". I need bodies there anyways. He's not very smart, but he's tall. Outside linebacker, nothing there. Let's look over the receivers. Maybe that may find a diamond in the rough. 5'10", 5'11". These guys are just really small, but they're fast. Nothing a halfback either. Let's go to Nevada. Like I said, I don't know what my game plan is for recruiting here. I thought I was just going to go for West Coast states and try to find the best I can. See, just a middle linebacker and a... I do like that. He's not too bad. 4.46. A little bit smarter. C+. Nevada, Utah, Wyoming, Idaho. See, there's just not much over there. So let's go to Texas again. Bunch of 3-star kids. None of them are very big. This dude's kind of big, but I'm not going to go after fullbacks and put him a halfback. That just doesn't work out. Idaho. Let's just go with some of these other ones. 3 guys from Idaho. 690, 465. Wow. I may go back to them if there's nothing in Wyoming. Outside linebacker, 4'4". He's not smart, but he's really fast, and that's what I need for a outside linebacker. So we'll go with him. Okay, that fills up our scholarships. Now we'll go here. We'll sim the first week. Also, Hawaii has a couple different uniform combinations. They got 2 alternate uniforms. They look pretty cool. So, since we have no tradition, more or less, I'm just going to go switch out the uniforms whenever I see fit. So let's go to recruiting and see which 4 or 5 I can attack pretty hard. Let's see if any of them like any of my pitches right off the bat. He doesn't like much anything. Negative. And alrighty, slim pickings. Let's go to this center. I'm number 2 on his list. Everything looks okay there, so we'll put about 20 here. This middle linebacker is, let me just go down from the bottom up. I'm number 4 on this guy's list. B+ hands, not very smart. The corner, we'll go after him. I'm number 2 on his list. I'm 4 on this guard. Hard to believe I'm going after linemen when they're not my biggest need, but that's what the game's giving me right now. Middle linebacker, we'll go after him. And one other guy. This quarterback, A- and a B. Wow. Ooh. I'm going to have to go after this dude. I'm 5 on his list. I'm going to take a shot. 20 here. Hopefully 20 will be enough. We'll see how far I go up. But those are the 5 that I go after. The middle linebacker, center, guard, corner, and the quarterback. Trevor Franklin. Let's see. That's the kid from Hawaii, California, Hawaii, California. I'm okay with that. Looks good. All right, those are my 5. So in the next video, we will play Wyoming and kick this season off. Oh, one last thing. Let's go to the playbooks real quick. Forgot to show this to you. Here's my offense. It's the pure run and shoot offense out of the gun. Shotgun spread, shotgun trips. 95% of the offense is out of those 2. I will play a little bit of bunch. June Jones ran some of that formation. I'm going to use ace normal as my goal line. That gives me an excuse to use my 2 tight ends that I got to keep on the roster. Otherwise, spread, trips, a lot of go, a lot of choice, a lot of switch, some smash, some slide. Every bit of that stuff comes from here. I will show you this. Let's go to audibles. And here's a really neat little thing. I don't know if the developers designed it like this, but if we go to shotgun spread, all of my run and shoot concepts are basically on the left side of the play call sheet. Wide receiver curls, that is my slide. Slot seams, that's my go. Corner strike, that is my smash, slash, switch. That's a killer play right there. Deep attack, that is my choice. And slot wheels, that's my switch. Those are the big 5 right there. All of them are on the left side, so whenever you're in shotgun spread and you want to run and shoot, just think left side of the screen, and you'll have all your stuff. If you go to trips, they're all on the right side of the screen. We'll start with slot screen. They do use quite a bit of screens in that offense. I'm going to use the screen. PA inside, that's our switch. Clear out, that is going to be my go out of trips. It kind of looks like choice with the go and post, but this will be my go. H-back out is going to be my choice. Halfback streak will be my smash. And I won't use PA read, hardly any. I just don't really need to. But those are the big 5. All from trips, all on the right side. So that's convenient. We can look at my audibles. I won't be using them much, but I have them just in case. My running back, a la my super back, is not going to get the ball a whole lot unless the defense just begs me to run the ball. I'm going to use a lot of, my main run play will be halfback direct, but my running backs are going to be so slow. My goal is to try to hit in between the tackles. Hit as hard as I possibly can. So I will have that just in case they go soft coverage in one form or another. I could go to my main run play. My square and circle, my left and right on the face buttons. This is my left halfback screen, and this is my right halfback screen. Now, on the run and shoot, you got 4 wide receivers who go out, and mainly your super back will block for you. But a good change of pace, especially if a defense is throwing a lot of zone blitzes at you, throw the halfback screens at them, and they'll get away from it real quick. My other 2 audibles are my left and right triggers. Left is my switch from spread, and right is my switch from trips. These are your home run plays, more or less. They take a while to develop, but if the blocking's there and everything's in the right place, you are meant to get big yardage out of it and possibly touchdowns. I'm still going to call them out of the gate, but if I'm in a particular play and I see the safeties come up, it's cover 0 blitz, I'm going to go to one of these switch plays and hit them deep and see if I can score a touchdown, that type of thing. Otherwise, I'm not going to do a whole lot of audibling. You know me, I'm not a big audible guy anyways. Really don't need it since a lot of the plays have built-in answers for everything. So that's pretty much what the offense is going to look like. So I can't wait to get started. Come on back. We'll take on Wyoming, and we'll get this run and shoot dynasty going, and hopefully I can keep it the run and shoot alive, and we'll see what happens. I'll talk to you later.